This is Adam Finn, your friendly neighborhood cobbler. I'm here, I guess, today to show you how I do a half sole, a protective sole on a pair of ladies' pumps. I was looking for a video and I didn't find one, so I thought I would show how I do it and see if anybody else has other ways or other videos. So the first thing that I do is I take my template for my rubber and put it onto the shoe, create some marks, and I take this nifty flexible ruler and I use an awl to scratch a straight line. It's important to have a straight line so that everything looks nice and flush. So once I've scored this spot a few times, I take my skiving knife and create a little trench. Could use an X-Acto knife, could use anything you're comfortable with. I love this knife, I got it from Lisa Sorrell. And then I'm just taking off a little bit, like 16 maybe, I don't know, millimeter or two. These are nice to work on. The sole is leather, so it makes life a lot easier. You can see it's really subtle. I've sanded this a bit on my machine, but I take my rasp. I think that's what this is called, I don't really know, but it scratches up the sole, gets it ready for the contact cement. So I'll scratch up the sole and the rubber that I'm going to use. I also taper down the edge that goes up towards the arch when I sand it. I'll often just check it to make sure it's going to fit nice and flush. Just be careful not to scratch the shoe. What I always hate about these shoes is that the insole, the board inside, is often larger than the outsole, so it's a pain in the butt. So I've put the glue on the rubber and the sole. I use one coat of primer, so thinned out Renya, eau de cologne, and then I let it dry and I put the fresh glue on there and let it sit. And I put it in the toaster oven. I just put the half soles in to make it soft, make it easier to mold them to the sole. Then they sit for a day. I let them sit for 24 hours. So now they've sat and we're ready to cut them. I honed my X-Acto knife, and I like to use the big X-Acto knife, and you can set it to the right depth. Now I'm just taking an old screwdriver that I use for a bunch of different things and making sure that there's no glue, like to clear the glue away so I can really see where the sole is. You can't cut into the sole and you can't scratch the upper. I like to get really close so I don't have to do very much trimming. I think it just makes it look a lot nicer and saves you time. So you can see you can make it exactly the length that you need, and then you're gonna have to split. So I'm just sanding these into two. This customer brought in 3 pairs of these. Half of the seal are open. This is great. Shoe, sole, rubber, and suede. Because we're ready to dye black. Now this is all cleaned up. I take a piece of foam with sandpaper. You can see I left a little bit of the foam so that when I sand the sole and the rubber, I don't scratch the shoe. Taking some low tack tape, and I'm just hand painting the rubber and the sole black. And then I put burnishing wax on the sole and take it to my polisher and use a burnishing wheel to make it all nice and smooth. And that's it. That's how I do it. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, comment if there's something else you'd like me to do, or if there's another video out there that shows how to do this. I'd love to see it.